Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Colorado Buffaloes. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Buffaloes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Otis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mountaineers offense that has the first possession of the game. Richard Young, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak, and the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Throwing Fox. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Fox. He's going to take off. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2. Goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So Colorado's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Fox. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Back to throw, it's Fox. Right on the money. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes a deep grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. On the move. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Doing it himself again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Mathis. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Takes the handoff. It's It's Welsh. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes the easy one to the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes a man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Here's a little room there. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Now on the counter. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Motion from the wideout. He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Fox. Bringing the heat. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to Durrell. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They give it to him again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Welch. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's McClung. Forced out of the pocket. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Throwing Fox. Caught just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. He'll keep it himself. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
From the gun on third down, Fox. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The run inside. It's Welch. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Running inside. It's Welch. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him anywhere ready.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bucks! On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fox. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welch. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. That's caught. It's Welch. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. run inside. It's Welch. They knock him down right there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Throwing, Fox. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Complete downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Fox. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Fox from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's going to run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Iowa in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Hawkeyes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. And now back to your game in Boulder. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Buffalo's head coach at the half. His quarterback has to improve. Those first half turnovers are the story of the game. Because they have run the ball somewhat successfully, I do expect them to go more to the ground game here in the second half and let their quarterback get his composure and stop turning over the ball. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Escapes the sack. Trying to escape and get it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Welsh. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Motion from the back. They want to throw it. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They want to run this quarterback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bush. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Looking to throw, it's McClung. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The run inside. It's Welch. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Robinson again. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
There's some room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the foot.
Turning it on! The 10! Touchdown, West Virginia! And the punishment has been extended.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any...
Maybe some room here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And Man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Mathis. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. And that is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. West Virginia uses the timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Colorado! That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Connor.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Slips through the line. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Great place to start for this offense. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Going to the run, it's Welsh.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun on 3rd down, Fox finds the tight end. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught by Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
That's caught. It's Welch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Running inside. It's Welch. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And it's good! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. That last field goal made this a 1-possession game. They have put together a rally, and now they'll try to turn the momentum back around, starting on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keeps it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. And as their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time, Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Fires it down the seam. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and runs it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It's 3rd and 5. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. It's 3rd and 5. They'll give it to Robinson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Welch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He makes a catch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously, that you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.